everyone, I'm Laura from gosimpli.ca, and today I have an arms and abs superset workout for you. We're going to be doing exercises in groups of 2. The A exercise will be an arms or upper body exercise, and the B one is a core or abdominal exercise. We'll be doing them for 40 seconds each with a 15-second break to either grab your weights or get ready for the next exercise. And we're doing each of them twice, so A, B, A, B. I've included a warm-up and a cool-down, so you won't need to add anything to this workout. For equipment, you would like some weights, hopefully a variety, and a mat if you're on a hard surface. That's it. I'll get my timer ready and we'll get started. I've got my timer all set, so we're going to go ahead and start with a boxer shuffle. So we're doing each of the warm-up exercises for 30 seconds each, and there's no break in between. My mat, I'm just using like a yoga style mat, so I can stand on top of it and there's no risk of tripping or anything like that. If you're using a much squishier mat, just throw it off to the side and pull it back out when we need it. Next up, we're going to be doing a torso twist with a knee. Just a couple seconds. So feet shoulder width twist, 1, 2, and on the third one, lift the knee. Get that center ready for the abdominal and lower back exercises we're going to be doing. I will, like always, try to remember to tell you what exercise is coming up next. But I do forget sometimes, so always look up to the left-hand corner of your screen, and there will show a preview there. So next up, we're doing a side step with arm circles. And just one direction, do them forward, and as you step to the other side, do them backwards. Just a few more seconds here, and then we'll be switching off to toe touch circles. So feet shoulder width apart, come on down to one side, slowly walk across, and then come up to the other. This one feels really good on my lower back. I think I'm carrying a lot of tension there right now. So we have one more warm-up exercise after this. We're going to do a lunge with a reach. Okay, so we're going to forward and then pull back. Again, we're warming up our abdominals here. We're warming up our upper back and chest. I mean, we're also using our legs as well, but that is not the focus of this workout. Awesome. Make sure you've got your water nearby and your weights are ready to go, and we'll get on with the workout. Okay, my mat is out, my weights are here, my water is close by somewhere. We're going to start with a bicep curl. Okay, so grab your weights, and we're just going to curl up to the sides here. I'll show you from the side here. I am doing a hammer curl, which means that my weights are straight up and down because I'm a woman and I have hips. It's a lot more challenging to hold them the other way. I'll show you. If I hold them this way, the tendency is to hit the hips as you go by. It's not a bad thing. You just have to sort of accommodate. So I turn my weight sideways. It does work the biceps a little bit differently, but it's just as good. And it gives me a little bit of more room. Next up, we're going to hop down on the ground. And we are going to do a bicycle crunch. So hopefully you've got your mat out. Got a couple more seconds here. Okay, so for a bicycle crunch, we're bringing that elbow to the opposite knee and crunching up tight. And we're making sure that our lungs are open and we're breathing. It's so easy to hold your breath during any kind of muscle conditioning, but especially during the abs. got less than 10 seconds. And we're going to hop back up and do those bicep curls again. So come on up. Grab your weights for those bicep curls. If you have time in between, you can do a boxer shuffle or something to keep the heart rate up if you want. Okay, so again, back to that bicep curl. Try to keep those elbows kind of glued to the side so they're not swinging way forward. I like to keep my abdominals tight so I've got good posture. And I'm protecting that lower back. Less than 10 seconds here. Ooh, my biceps are burning. Excellent, put those back. And we're going to come down for our second round of the bicycle crunch. Okay, so get ready here. Remember, it's opposite elbow to knee. Keep it going as long as you can. If you need to take a break, that's okay. Just get back to it as quickly as possible after you've caught your breath. We've got less than 10 seconds here until we switch. And this time we're moving on to a whole new group. So hop up. And this time we're working triceps. So I'm going to do an overhead tricep extension. I knew I could get that out. So I've got weights in each hand. I'm going to push them up above my head, and I'm going to let them dip down behind me, and then extend straight up. I like to hold one weight in each hand so that I don't allow my dominant hand to do more work and my less strong hand to just sort of come along for the ride. Sort of forces each arm to work equally hard. And I find that it's better for lessening muscle imbalances. Okay, so put those down. And our next core exercise is a plank. So come on back to your mat. We'll get back down. I'm going to do my plank from my forearms here. Just go out, and we're going to hold it. Now this is a fairly long time to hold a plank, 40 seconds. So if you find that you're here, and all of a sudden you just can't do it anymore, you can always drop and let those knees go down. Okay, that will sort of take a fair bit of pressure off. If you can, try and stay up the whole time. So you've got your abs tight, and you're trying to have a straight line between the shoulders and the heels. No really saggy bum or bum sticking way up in the air if you can help it. If you find that you're having trouble, then it's best to drop to the knees. You'll actually get stronger if you do what your body's capable of instead of overstressing it. Alright, so back to those tricep extensions again. Got my weights ready here. So they're up overhead. I'll let them go back. And then extend them up. So while I'm doing this, my knees are soft. They're not locked out. So they're slightly bent. And again, my abs are tight to hold my posture steady. And I'm trying to do the motion quite slowly, actually, so that it burns the whole way through. If you go really fast, you start just picking up with momentum, and the muscles don't have to work as hard. Oh boy. Oh, excellent. So we've got one more plank, and then we're done the second group. Workout's going pretty fast. So come on, go down, get ready for that plank. So again, I'm on my forearms. If you like to do a higher up plank, that's fine. To challenge yourself here, try and let your elbows be a little soft. Don't let them lock out. If they're locked out, the muscles aren't working as hard because the bones are actually holding you up. So try and keep them softer. And of course, you can always come down to your elbows. It's a little harder to cheat from the elbows. That's why I tend to come down here. And again, try not to sag or have that bum way up in the air. It's hard without a mirror here to see what I'm doing, but hopefully it's okay. Excellent. Group 3, we are starting with a chest fly. So grab an appropriate weight for you. Okay, because I like to work my core, I put myself up in a bridge. And then I open my arms up to the side and pull them back in. And again, not too quickly. You want to feel the burn both on the open and the close of the fly. Well, I've got my bum lifted off the mat here. It's squeezed tight, which makes my quads on the front of my legs squeeze tight. And I've got my abs held in. Excellent. So next we have a Russian twist, and because I'm just sitting right here, I'm just going to put my weights right there. There's not much danger since I'm on the ground. I'm not going to step or trip over them. So for a Russian twist, I'm leaning back, and I'm going to twist off to each side. As far as I can, you know, without any strain. If you want it more difficult, lean back farther. If you want it easier, sit up a bit straighter. Okay, the goal here is to have a nice flat back, so it's not rounding. And again, you want to go nice and slow. You don't want to do this super fast. Excellent, and I've got my weights still right here, so I'm just going to grab them up. Get myself lying down again. Get my bridge up in the air here. And I'm going to open nice and slow, and then pull it back together. When I do it slow, my muscles shake a lot more. I can tell they're working, which is a good thing. If I'm going to work out, I might as well work out hard, rather than just sort of limp along through it and waste my time. Like you, I've got a lot of other things I could do with my time than just sit here wasting it. Perfect. And again, I'm just going to put my weights up here. I'll pick them up after I'm done the Russian twist, which is our up next exercise. Excellent. So lean back and twist off to one side and then to the other. Nice and slow here. If we go too fast, again, it's momentum. We're not getting the full range of the exercise. We're not getting the full benefit. Okay, I'm going to stand up, put my weights away. Our next upper body exercise is a reverse fly. It's a very challenging exercise. I use quite a low weight. You can even do this with no weight at all. Okay, so you're going to bend over at the hips, nice flat back, arms out to the side. And then slowly drop them back down. Actually, I'll turn totally sideways for you. This is another one you have to concentrate so that you're actually using those muscles to pull your arms up and you're not just throwing them up there. If you're doing this exercise right, even without weight, you will still feel it. Excellent. So next up we're doing a rolling hip dip. So we're going to come down like we're in a plank. I'm going to roll off to one side and touch the hip, and then the other side, touch the other hip. Okay, so I'm up in that plank, I roll to one side, tap the hip down, and then the other and tap it down. So it's a variation on a plank. Has a little more oblique work in it. I know a lot of ladies out there like working the obliques and trying to shrink the love handles or the muffin top or whatever you want to call it. That tends to creep up on us in our 30s and 40s. Or after you've had kids. Or excellent. Now we're going back to that reverse fly. Take a deep breath, get yourself ready. Okay, over at the waist, arms slowly up to the side, and bring them back down. That bum is way out behind you. The back is nice and flat. Less than 10 seconds here. I know this is a hard one. Excellent. Okay. And we're going to get back and do another section of those rolling hip dips. Whoops. Noisy knees there. Okay, so in the blank, roll off to one side and then the other. I find this one very, very challenging, but I'm getting through it. My lower back is really getting a workout here. Excellent. Okay. Now we're doing a front raise, which is another one that's challenging for how much weight you can lift. I'm going to go with my small weights again. So just going to lift the arms straight out in front of you and bring them back down. I take them up to about shoulder height. I know some people like to bring them all the way straight up over your head. If you feel strong enough and comfortable to do that, that's your decision. I like to stop at the shoulder. It's more comfortable for me. My shoulders don't ache. A few more seconds here. Excellent. And now we're going to get down on the mat for another core exercise. And this time we're doing a twisting V crunch. Okay, so we're going to crunch them up, and each time we're swiveling our feet off to an opposite direction and sort of sending those knees towards the shoulder and crisscrossing each side. Again, it's not only working the abs out front, it's getting those obliques again. So we're really trying to work all around the core today. We're doing the back, we're doing abs, we're doing obliques. So we'll have nice strong, firm muscles all the way around the middle. All right, jump back up, and we'll do that front raise again. We're nearly done here. Again, straight to shoulder height. Because we're doing these as supersets, so back to back to back with just enough rest in between to switch your weights or get down on the ground for your abs portion. It's also like we get a cardio benefit from it. I'm actually huffing and puffing here, that's why I can't just keep talking non-stop. And that's really good for our cardiovascular system, for our heart, for our lungs. So we're getting the benefit of muscle conditioning and cardio conditioning. It's a great way to work out and saves time. Great job. So now we're going to do the second round of that twisting V crunch. And then I believe we only have one group left. Okay, so again, swiveling those feet from side to side each time. And the arms behind me, they're just there for balance. I could probably lift them. It's very, very challenging. So they're just there for a little guidance. There's not that much weight in them. I'm not meant to be working my arms here. The challenge is on the core. So make sure you're not just dumping all your weight into those arms behind you. They're doing enough work. They don't need to do more right now. All right, into that last group. And we're starting with a pullover. So grab an appropriate weight for you. You can probably lift heavier than you were doing for the front raise. And I'm going to go back into that bridge again. Let the weights go over top of my head and come up straight. So we're stopping when the arms are straight up in the air, perpendicular to the ground. Oh boy, my arms are starting to shake. Excellent. Take a little break here. We're going to do back bow arcs. I'm going to put those off to one side behind me there so I can swing my legs behind. Roll over onto your tummy. And we're going to arc both our hands and our feet to one side and then the other. So we're making like either an arc or a rainbow shape with our body. If you find it too hard to lift the legs and the arms, you could do just the arms. And that will give your body a good workout as well. If you're capable and you want to challenge yourself, do the arms and the legs. It's just that much more work for the body. Awesome job. Okay, we just have to do each of those one more time. So I'm going to get myself back up into that bridge here. Excellent. So over top of your head and straight up and down. It's funny, I know that on camera my hair looks really short, and it is. I mean, by no means am I Rapunzel here. But I'm growing out a pixie cut that I got in the spring, and I sort of kept through most of the summer. I've been letting it become like a longer and a longer pixie. And then very early in the fall, I got just the back cut, and I'm letting the front come down so that as I grow it out, I don't have a mullet. And it's at a stage where I don't know what to do. I feel shaggy. Okay, that's the end of this one. And a hairband doesn't seem to work, and a clip doesn't seem to work. But I know I just have to get through it, right? That's the price you pay when you go to a pixie and then you know you want to grow it out. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. All right, so back bow arcs. We're down on our tummy. There, I just distracted myself from my workout. So again, we're making that rainbow shape with our body. And if the legs are too heavy for you, if you're feeling too tired at this point, you can do just the upper body. But we only have about 15 seconds left until the cool down, so if you can, challenge yourself to the end. Well, that's less than 10 seconds now. Awesome. I'm going to put these weights away and come back for the cool down. Okay, we're ready to go. We're going to start the cool down with a side step and an arm swing. So just stepping off to each side and swinging the arms across the body and then back behind. Just let them sort of loosen up. If you want, you can add in some up and down swing too. Just sort of, you know, let them do what feels good right now. Okay, next over, we're going to feet shoulder width apart, bend way over, and then we're going to interlock those fingers behind our back and give a nice chest expansion while we're bent over. Let that lower back release. Let that chest open up. You can sort of tilt side to side. See if you feel any tight spots. Okay, next up we're going to do a tricep stretch. So I'm going to put the left arm up first and push it down sort of between my shoulder blades there. We just have a couple of stretches to do. They're all mostly upper body. Always do a little bit of the core in there. Sort of let those muscles limber up. So of course we're doing the left hand, so this time we're going to switch off and do the right hand. So you should be pushing these stretches a little bit, but nothing should ever hurt. Okay, you definitely want to sort of expand that range of motion, but not with pain. If something is painful, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, a few more seconds here. We're going to switch off to an arm cross stretch. So take that left arm and just pull it across your body. Feel a nice stretch across the upper back, in through the shoulder, in the tricep even a bit. You'll notice I sort of rock my hips side to side. I'm not really sure why I do that, except to keep the blood from pooling in my legs by just standing here. Switch off, we'll do the right side now. Feels really good to thank these muscles and stretch them out, and it'll really help with soreness tomorrow. I know sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't have an extra 3 or 4 minutes to stretch out at the end of my workout. I gotta get going, I gotta shower, I gotta get to work, gotta get the kids on the bus, whatever. But your body will really appreciate it if you give it just a couple of minutes to stretch out the major muscle groups. Okay, so now I'm going to interlace my fingers up over my head, and I'm just going to stretch off to one side, and then slowly to the other side. And get a nice, through the obliques there, we really worked those obliques during this workout, so it'll help to alleviate any soreness that might creep up tomorrow. Awesome job, everybody. We did it. That was almost half an hour. A great workout for the day. You should feel proud of yourself. Make sure to come and see me again. Subscribe to my channel so you get all the newest workouts. See you later. To keep up to date with the latest workouts, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like on Facebook. Have a workout request? Send it at gosimpli.ca/contact.